just trying to pay their bills. And I think that connection, sometimes it becomes a little academic, and it needs to be a little bit more real talk about how people converse about these issues. And that's one of the ways you stop defending just the institutions. You're defending what the institutions do for people's lives. And that's a transition that needs to be made, I think.
Academic.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah.
Abstract, all those things. Jen Psaki, thanks so much for joining.
Man, I feel like after Trump got elected, liberals are actually doing things again, which is kind of crazy.
Yes,
Thanks, Katie.
And you're on because we want to mention something really cool that you're doing. You've got a brand new podcast talking about this.
Okay, we're done. Let's see what Elon Musk is saying about downsizing the federal government and speaking from the Oval Office. And also, Elon Musk
criticizing Elon Musk pretty much every day. Will you use the
also Elon Musk just like having or just carrying around his child with him as a human shield because he's afraid of getting domed like the healthcare CEO dude? I mean, I have so many videos to watch.
This committee wants to empower the richest.
Elon Musk is sending unqualified Doge staff to carry out his agenda across all these agencies. In some cases, they're actual teenage staffers. No accountability, no experience, and problematic records. They're trying to rob you. They're probably a minor. Bro, if this is my opposition party, we are going to the damn place, the bad place, the anti-place, the not so good place.
This committee wants to empower the richest person in the world to hurt people so they can take all of this money that they so-called want to save and then give it to themselves, their companies, and their billionaire friends. That is the attack that is happening in this committee and across this country, and it's important that we call it out. We also know, of course, that Elon Musk is sending his unqualified Doge staff to carry out this agenda across all these agencies. And in some cases, actually teenage staffers. No accountability, no experience, and problematic records. They're trying to rob you, and they're probably a minor. Thank you, and I yield back.
What are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Rob you and problematic records. They're trying to rob you, and they're probably a minor. Thank you, and I yield back. This committee wants to empower the richest person in the world.
What are we even talking about? Why did you show me this, please? Okay. Palate cleanser. This is somebody hating on the Democratic Party, and they deserve it, honestly.
We're the Democratic Party. We love those quippy one-liners that make some people feel good about themselves and make us go viral while stunting any real progress from those
to hurt
pesky
people
naysayers
so they can take all of this money that they so-called want to save and then give it to themselves.
Yeah. 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 A perfect example of what was playing in the background there. Yeah.
We're the Democratic Party. We love those quippy one-liners that make some people feel good about themselves and make us go viral while stunting any real progress from those pesky naysayers we don't like. I'm speaking. We're the Democratic Party. We sprinted to the right to try to get
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, this one.
We're the Democratic Party. We love those quippy one-liners that make some people feel good about themselves and make us go viral while stunting any real progress from those pesky naysayers we don't like. I'm speaking. We're the Democratic Party. We sprinted to the right to try to get those people who would never vote for us and absolutely fucking lost. We're the Democratic Party. We currently hold the record for the most deportations and we consistently vote against migrant communities and we are not afraid to brag about that. We're the Democratic Party. We funded a genocide. We're the Democratic Party. We marked any emails about Gaza during our presidential campaign as no response.
Oh, I didn't even talk
so
about this one. Yeah, honestly, this might have been our fault. I almost kicked my cable again. This might have been our fault. Yeah. Maybe a little bit. We did send a lot of emails to Democratic officials about Gaza. They got a lot of emails. They got a lot of emails. Yeah. Yeah, like, I think it was probably close to like 500 million. It was a lot of emails. In a good way? Yeah. I do, that's our job. I'm just saying that like it could have it could have possibly been just the amount, just the sheer number of emails that they've gotten. They got a lot of emails. Then just marking emails because like, is what I'll say. We had people in staffers' offices saying they put filters on emails, and we believe, and I believe that they were filtering out emails with the word Gaza in it, the word Gaza, the word Palestine, the word Israel. I feel like they weren't deleting the emails, but they were like marking every email coming in with those terms and putting them in a separate folder and like, yeah, marking them no response. You're specifically people replying to the DNC volunteer emails about the change in government's policies. I don't think it was you guys. Oh, okay, fair. Dang, I don't know what their problems is. Maybe we should keep doing that. Ooh, okay. I had a perfect thought. I had a perfect thought. What if we created an automatic reply filter that people can attach to their emails so that whenever they get an email from the DNC, it automatically replies to it about Gaza? I like that. I like that. That's something. There's something there. Get their emails all the time. I'm sure there's probably a way to do it in Gmail and stuff as well. Can I respect you again? I get over the cable king? That's crazy. Also, Alabastrian, thank you for the 16-month resubscription. Let me write that down. There's something there. or about using procedural processes to slow Republican efforts. And if it be falsely flexed on the moment I click this stream. To be fair, this is about how much hair I usually have. It's usually always just tied down. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to flex on you a little bit. I still have my bonnet on though, because like underneath this is just, it's like clips. You see clips in my hair because it's all still parted. There's a lot of freaking hair though. Like, oh my freaking goodness, it's so much hair. Like I threw it away, but I had like it was like a clump of hair that I had from like combing out my finger coils. So I was getting radio signals. I am. Hey, keep it smart. Parted smart. Thank you. Yeah, and that's what takes so long is that I go through each one of them and I comb them out and I keep it parted so that when I retwist it, they're already parted, so I don't have to worry about parting them again. Are you re-braiding? Yeah. After stream today. That's what I'm gonna spend my time doing. So tomorrow I might come to stream with just like this half done, or maybe the front half done and the back half not done. It's a process. So I always do my hair myself. What products do you use? Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. I have some Shea Moisture Jamaican black castor oil strengthened leave-in conditioner as well. I have a big bottle in my bathroom. It smells freaking good. It smells so delicious. I use some, I don't remember what curl cream this is, but I put it in this travel bottle, but some curl cream. And then I use some defining styling gel, also from Shea Moisture. I have a lot of Shea Moisture stuff. Also smells freaking delicious, bro. It's like hibiscus. Yeah, coconut hibiscus and flaxseed. That smells so good. Yeah. And some like other like miscellaneous hair products that I don't even remember what they are. But I just have them. And like a detangling comb. Do you like Cantu products? Not really, no. Right in the back is a bitch. I don't even get me started. I have this right here, which is basically like a mirror. It's like a mirror that you put on the back of your bathroom door, so you can see the back of your head. It's like a barber mirror, but it works for parting my hair as well. How do you have more products than me? Oh, this isn't even all of my products. Ugh. This is just what I have here. Most of my products are back at home. I have. This is just some coconut oil, I think. I have a lot of stuff. My mom does my hair, or I go to the stylist. Gotta learn though. I don't like people touching my. I don't like people touching my head. What about Miel? Oh, I have one. I have one Miel thing. It's in my kitchen right now. I have Miel rosemary mint scalp and hair strengthening oil. This thing, I was going viral on like TikTok a while ago, and Target sold out of it forever. Because somebody was like, "Oh, maybe I'll get sued for making people's hair fall out." Well, I mean, my hair is fine, so I've been telling you that you have to issue detangling. Use African Pride pre-poo to make your hair easy to tangle, especially if it's super tangled. Apparently, they changed the formula. Yeah, I heard that too. This one smells like insane. Not like insanely good, but like just, it's so potent as an oil. It's so potent. Strong mint. It's very strong mint. But yeah, I got most of the stuff out, and now I just have to go through and Maybe I'll show you guys how I do one of my hair or do my hair at the end of the stream. I'll do like one of these. Like I do like this one or this one. So you guys can see my process. It's literally not difficult at all. It's not difficult at all. Ooh. But let's finish this off first.
Campaign as no response, so they would be exempt from any outreach or engagement from
Time
us.
consuming, right? Yeah, it's just time consuming. The most time consuming part is just parting the hair. The tangling is a bit time consuming, but what's more time consuming is parting the hair, because parting the hair when your hair is like still a bit tangled is just is a mess. But like as you can see, like the part's already done. I mean, the parts are done. They're just in little. They're just tied up, the hair ties. But every clip you see is like a different part. There's some clips that are hidden in the hair. And so the parts are already done, and so I just have to like take this out essentially. Here, boom. I just have to take this out essentially, and like as you can see, like they're already all like parted and stuff. You know what I mean? Also, yeah, it's pretty long. Gonna be a dad as knows how to do his daughter's hair. Kind of was dropping numbers. Under 30 Trump dropped. You wash in sections? I used to wash in sections. But it is I do wash in sections. I just essentially section it off while I'm washing it. Just so I make sure I get all of it. Gotta recreate the Drake look with the rainbow clips. Yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. I've been growing out my hair for going on 5 years now. That's why it's so long. I used to have no hair. Have you done a braid out before? I've done a twist out. Braids just take freaking forever. I started COVID. So I started 2020 when I was trapped inside, and it was bad, chat. If you think my hair looks good now, like it was bad when it first started. Like it was like uneven, and it's still not even. I need a trim, but it was uneven. It was like, here, I have a picture of it. I can show you. Sorry, that's Cupid. Where's that? It was a while ago. Jeez, 5 years ago was a long time ago. This is when I had no hair. Oh yeah, this was okay. July 26, 2020 is when I stopped going to the barber. I had clippers once my head was so weighted. How do you stream with it? With like the clips? Yeah, I stopped going to the barber and I was just growing out my hair. And it was just this is what I looked like. It was bad. It was so, to be fair, this was before I got like, you know, can't even see it. Like my hair was rough. It was rough. It was like 4 years ago. You like a pastor? Chill. Chill. And honestly, this is when I stopped. That was before that was like my before picture. But then I ended up cutting my beard, and I put a bandana on so you couldn't see the sides. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't horrible. was chill. And this is what I was rocking. Summer 2020. And then I got my hair twisted for the first time, and it was like that short. It was this short. And yeah, that was in August. And so it's been like 4.5 years since then. And this is how long my hair is now. It's so different there. I mean, it was like a long time ago. 20% of my life ago. Yeah. It was a journey. It was a journey. And then in 2021, my hair was finally growing out to enough where I could actually like take pictures that I liked with it. I had a whole bandana kick as well. And so this was 2021. 6 months after the first picture I showed you. This is my hair then. How's your shrinkage? Not terrible anymore. Or is it now? This is essentially it now. How did you change it? You just have to wear it styled a lot. My hair stays in a style. And so because it stays in a style, it's just, this is how long it usually is. It just stays styled. Honestly, if I like use like a curl restorer, it will suck my hair back up. Like you look like Six Flag in the first picture, like black. I don't even know what Six Flag looks like. Six Flag. Not really. Well, maybe a little bit. His name is Six Flag. Don't let him tell you anything different. Oh, you guys can't even see it. That's fine. Younger version of him. Anyway, that's my hair journey. I used to always wear my hair curled as well, like stuff like this. This was August 2021 as well. My hair was short. Yeah, I don't wear it like this anymore. This takes forever to do, chat. Like I like my hair like this a little bit, but like it takes forever to do. Like forever. Like in the mornings. Like when I have my hair in my twist, I just like, I wake up and it's like there, it's chilling. It's like ready. When I do my hair on my curls, I have to wake up like an hour early every morning. When I hop in the shower, wet my hair, add more product to my hair, and shake it around like for like 30 minutes every morning to like get it to look like this. You know what I mean? And I like the way it looks here. I think it looks cool. I think it looks chill. Very defined curls. And you make it wash and go, make it last a week if you do it well, but it won't look like that. You know what I mean? Like you can like spritz it with water a little bit and like, it won't look like that though. That's like fresh in the morning, freshly curled up. Is it too long to do that now? That's another problem. Yes, it's too long to do it now. It's too long. It sucks. It's unfortunate, but it won't look like that anymore, right? It'll look. To be fair, I haven't done it in like over a year and a half, cause like if I do it like that, detangling it is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Like it takes, it's so bad. It's so bad to detangle that hair. But like maintenance on my finger twists or finger coils are just so much easier. But you know, we can get into like hair talk a little bit later. I want to finish off this Democrat sucks section.
We're the Democratic Party. We pushed an internal memo
You have a
to get
tangle
Biden to
teaser
say
brush?
that COVID was no longer a
I have this brush. These are my favorite detangling brushes. It has hair in it. Don't look at it.
threat to score political points, completely rejecting any science and getting you to take your mask off, further driving a wedge between disabled and immunocompromised people and everyone else, also while doing nothing about long COVID and being extremely unclear about the status that we're in this pandemic. If we could just have that line start at like 2100 and not 0, I think that would really help us. No, they're not gonna look into what manufacturing
Get a
consent
tangle
means.
teaser look better in my opinion.
They don't ask
I've never
questions
heard of it.
us. We're the Democratic Party. All that considered, we push for mask bans alongside our Republican friends. We're the Democratic Party. We will always make concessions to our Republican friends. We're the Democratic Party. We know that the other side is like way worse, so just like give us money. We're the Democratic... Yeah. Oh yeah, you saw that. I know. You said that they were going after people who didn't vote for us rather than us. I know. Yeah. We love that part. We're the Democratic Party.
Wait,
If you're not a
why is there a Bic tangle teaser promotional thing? Why is Bic involved in hair detangling? Don't you make pens? Don't y'all make pens? Bic acquires Tangle Teaser, a premium detangling hair care company. Don't y'all make pens? Oh, and lighters. You're right. Pens and lighters. Now you make hair detanglers? What is going on, bro? What is happening? Wait, they make razors? I don't know about the razors. They make everything? I guess, yeah, you're right. They're all plastic. I guess we're making hairbrushes now. You question Yamaha? A little bit. They make motorcycles and pianos. But like those things are both like expensive and premium products. So these disposable razors, yeah. Oh wow. Yamaha makes a lot more than pianos and motorcycles. They make a lot of things.
at the table, you're
Because they
on
both
the
of those
menu.
things well too, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Questions of us. We're the Democratic Party. All that considered, we push for mask bans alongside our Republican friends. We're the Democratic Party. We will always make concessions to our Republican friends. We're the Democratic Party. We know that the other side is like way worse, so just like give us money. We're the Democratic... Yeah. Oh yeah, you saw that. I know. You said that they were going after people who didn't vote for us rather than us. I know. Yeah. We love that part. We're the Democratic Party. If you're not at the table, you're on the menu.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't even expect the Olivia Giuliana mention. It's funny. What is she even doing now? What's going on with Olivia? Let me see. All right, I have her blocked.
He could end up being the next president of the United States, and I am so serious when I say that. Never thought I would, but I'm serious when I say that. Stephen A. Smith is a sports commentator who has been doing...
No, leave my man alone, please. Please, any person that Olivia has endorsed has lost. Please, leave him alone. Let him be. Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. Gosh darn it.
doing it, I think, longer than I've been alive. It's been like people talking about like, well, what is Stephen A. Smith running for president? Man has been going on Fox News and cooking, not just any Fox News host, but Sean Hannity, who is like the Fox News host. And now he's probably going to interview with Crystal Ball. Breaking Points is not like an outwardly like extremely leftist show. It's not a super comfortable, super welcoming environment for an average Democratic politician. It is a very anti-establishment show. So the fact that this man has the versatility to go on Fox News and then go on a show like that, who the hell knows what's next? He could end up being the next president. Kanye West wants to call me fat and ugly. How about this, Kanye?
Wait, Kanye beefed with her?
Me fat and ugly. How about to call me? Wants to call me.
Yes, he did. How did I miss that? Does it mean I'm technically 1 degree removed from Kanye West? Oh, I like the back accent. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. I do a deposit. Okay, going back to being blocked. And I still need to pull it up for you. Anyway, let's continue. The hair is sick. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not done. It's in a state between being done and not done, which means it falls on the not done side. Hank, are you talking about
Good
what?
morning, Hank. It's Tuesday. Project for Awesome is this weekend.
What, that steak? I thought he was talking about Stake, the company, the gambling company. Dang it.
By big tech and governments around the globe. The platform has always been a place for independent creators to share their authentic.
Also said he would hypothetically divorce Serena Williams for crip walking on stage. That's so funny. Do you think King Jeffrey's getting more angry at voters than at Republicans? No, I did not see that. I saw him saying that we have no leverage. What can we do? He said he would divorce her and then remarry her, get it right. Respect. I respect that. He would only want to divorce her so that he can marry her all over again. I get it. I get it. It makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Would. Men always talk about what they do in a relationship. That's true. You said romance is dead. Marriage so good, had dated twice. Exactly.
I do not often find myself in the habit of thanking Elon Musk, but I must confess that he has done an exceptional job of demonstrating a point that a few of us have been making for years, and that is the reality that we live in an oligarchic society in which billionaires dominate not only our
we did see this. We did see this. He got mad at people calling them, be like, hey, do more, than at the Republicans themselves. We did see this. Yeah. Members of the steering and policy committee with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries in the room on Monday complained activist groups like Move On and Indivisible have facilitated thousands of phone calls to member offices. People are pissed. A senior House Democrat who was at the meeting said lawmakers' reactions to the calls. The Democrats said Jeffries himself was very frustrated at the groups who are trying to stir up more confrontational opposition to Trump. Like, yeah. And honestly, I think we should hit it from both angles, right? We have, at my job, we have an infrastructure to people to contact Congress automatically. I think we should hit their emails and their phone numbers. The Democrats should not know a moment of peace. I see some people calling Bernie a Zionist. Is that true? Bernie is old, is what I'll say. He is old, and it's impossible to be good on everything. So he's not as radical as people would like him to be. But he's also like 74 years old. Rather than sending physical letters. I'm just saying, I don't think they should know a moment of peace. Phone calls, I would say this. Phone calls are definitely the best because they need to answer the phone. They can't just let the phone ring. They can't just turn the phone off. The phone ringing off the hook year after year after year after year, but day after day is annoying. Secondly, I would say emails, right? While there are filters you can make for emails, which they have done, I have confirmation that they've done this, right? They need their email to communicate. So if you can fill their inbox with questions about why they are doing this or why they are doing that, right? Then it's good. Physical letters are probably, I think, equal to emails. It just takes too much. It's like takes up physical space and it costs money to send, but I don't think it's like a horrible thing. Bernie's better than other U.S. politicians on Israel. This is an extremely low bar. He's better than like 99% of them, but I think there are people who are still better than Bernie, you know? Rashida Tlaib is I think, probably one of the best. Cori Bush is also pretty good. There are people who are better. Once they use the facts or offices, we've looked into facts. Facts is interesting, right? Because facts is you can fax something to their office, right? Currently, right now, automating faxes is something that's a bit, you know, we haven't had much time to look at because I think automating emails is easier and automating phone numbers is more impactful. So fax just was never at the top of our radar. But it is something we've looked into. I still want to automate phone calls so badly. I want to automate phone calls so badly. It's one of my pet projects I've been working on the back end, but it's so difficult because phone infrastructure is so much stricter than email infrastructure. You can spin up your own email server and be sending emails like within a day. They'll probably be caught by spam filters, but you can do that. But getting a phone call, what's your day job in? I work at a nonprofit. Gen Z for Change, where we do stuff like this. This, where you can automatically email your reps every day using these tools. If you automate phone calls, would it be very similar to the process of automating fax? They hire millennials. You can always email and ask to assist. I don't handle hiring. I code. That's what I do. Like, oh, we have a tab on our website about this initiatives. I guess they are hiring. I think there's only one position hiring currently. In May 2024, we worked with students organizers across the country and launched a freepolicy.tool/universities to send automatically generated emails to universities and demand divestment from the genocide in Gaza. We've sent over 800,000 emails. This one is the one. In March 2024, Gen Z for Change launched freepolicy.tools, which allowed people to download an Apple shortcut to send auto-generated emails to the representatives in Congress, urging for a ceasefire in Gaza. Since then, we've sent over 100 million emails to members of Congress. This is an underestimate because this has not been updated. I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 500 million, if I'm being real. It was like 3 to 5 million a day for a total of like 3 months. 2 to 3 months. It was a lot of emails. Like, it was an insane amount of emails. We sent a lot of emails to Congress. So, yeah. We also did a few other things like changes brewing. In 2022, Starbucks stores across the country were we're beginning to face union busting tactics from Starbucks corporate. To counteract this, we created a coding website, changebrewing.org, that allows people to generate fake job applications to prevent union busting stores from hiring scab workers. Since the launch of the project, we generated about 140,000 fake applications with the permission of on-the-ground union organizers in stores across the country. So to stretch the line of DDoS. It's not DDoSing. It's what is capable to be done if people spend all of their time sending emails. So it's nothing that could not have been done with people spending enough time doing it. You know what I mean? Also, it wasn't taking down the servers. We weren't denying people who also wanted to send emails from sending emails. We also weren't denying people who also wanted to do applications from submitting their own applications. When I talk myself about I'm in an email marketing company over my day job, people would be surprised how easy it is to send millions of emails. Yeah, but the difference is that the way we were doing it was free. People spend a lot of money to try to send that many emails. Driving to 100 million emails? Oh. Yeah, even with 100 million emails, like, so long as we're not denying other people access to sending the emails, like, you could still open up your email address for your Congress and send your own emails to Congress. Like, so it's not denial of service. Got him. Anyway, this is what I do for my day job. I code things like this. So if you have an idea, like, you are free to email us with what you want to happen. But like, yeah, this is what I do. It's not like a fun day job. It's a day job. It's the thing. There's solutions through Microsoft Power Automate allows you to automate sending of emails that requires a license, which I would rather not have to. I mean, I would rather do this than like work at like freaking Microsoft. But like, the hardest part about this entire job is not even the coding; it's the finding out things to do. You know what I mean? Also, in case you're not, you don't believe me, I'm right here. This is me. I'm on the website. And it's crazy. It's kind of crazy just seeing this because that team is so different than it was. Can you code a thing that protects organizers from things like RICO cases from Stop Cop City? What would that look like? Have you updated your bio? I don't think so. I said I'm 23. You think varying the wording of the email so reps can't say all the emails are exactly the same thing? Yeah, we do that. You can check it right now, chat, actually. Like, if you go to like this website, our ceasefire one is currently down right now because we're changing it up. But the university divestment one is still a thing. So what it basically does is if you download the iOS shortcut, and you enter one of these schools, you can send an email to the leadership of the school telling them to divest. We should probably check and see what schools have divested and what haven't. We're a small team, in case you couldn't tell. We're like this has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's like 17 people. And like of the programmers, it's me, Hana, and freaking Sophia. So like it's only 3 of us. And there's a lot that could be done. So we're kind of, you know, stretched a tad thin. Like a non-reactionary version of the next door that lets people report police and ICE sightings. That's not outside of the realm of possibility. It will just take a lot of infrastructure. Send me in, coach. I don't handle hiring. programs are all about economies at scale. That's why people, all these efforts are valuable because code makes up for the lack of money / human hours. Yeah, it's so very impressive what you've done so far. I appreciate that. I've done more before I was at Agency for Change as well. But yeah, just finding out or thinking about other things to do, especially under a Trump administration, is kind of is the rough part, right? That's the rough part, because like the Democrats aren't listening to us. You feel me? So like, you feel me? Like, so like, what do you even do? What do you do? I have so many tabs open, bro.
Politics and the information we consume from media.
Tools to help community organizing. I mean, yeah, but like tools like that just take a long time. I know Coder is looking for work. Should I recommend them check out the nonprofit company? I don't handle hiring, so you can have them email and with their resume, but I don't handle the hiring. I code the things. So yeah, I will say what I will say, and this is a little inside baseball. The nonprofit progressive space is kind of nebulous right now. It's not something I would recommend leaving a stable job in industry to go into, just because donors are pretty scared and skeptical of anybody critical of the Democrats or just work in general. And so like the money's not flowing the way the money should be flowing. I'm a fake contractor. We nebulous too. Everything's kind of nebulous right now. I would say the job market just sucks just in general. So if you have a job, I would not recommend leaving that job. But I especially won't recommend doing so and going to the nonprofit sector, at least not right now. This is what my take is. The advice people in my college are worried about grants and stuff for research now with Trump. Yeah. Yeah. It's rough out here. It's rough out here.
But our government and economic lives as well.
This is why I also hope that streaming does particularly well, so I can like not have to worry about whether or not my job's going to be there next year. You feel me? Trying to pass the bar. Hopefully, work will find my way. Thanks for the advice. I'll let them know about the nonprofit. As a government contractor, a large consulting firm, we're seeing a lot of contract cancellation of the new administration. Yeah. It's my day job into the side gig. I mean, technically it already is. I make more money here than I do there. So this is technically my day job at the moment.
Never been clearer than it is today. But given the news and attention Mr. Musk has been getting over the last few weeks as he illegally and unconstitutionally dismantles government agencies, I think it is an appropriate time.
Without profit-driven goals. Yeah. With like capitalism. We should see an uptick in software jobs pretty soon. Now that the tax code has been fixed, unfortunately, regulatory measures are rolled back.
To ask the question that the media and most politicians don't seem to be asking. What do he and other...
Last thing I'll say. One actual thing, because people might be thinking like, cool, you've done these things, but what actual thing has come from the work you've done? One really cool thing that I think is like, I don't say the only instance, but like the instance that came with the most meaningful change and impact was safer, right? This initiative in 2022, I think, had the most impact. Safer is a multi-pronged initiative that was created after the fall of Roe v. Wade as a way to aid those seeking abortion services. SAFER is an acronym for spamming the reviews of crisis pregnancy centers, assisting abortion seekers through volunteering, funding a split Act of Blue with 50 clinics nationwide, educating your friends and family about the details of the decision, and registering to vote for pro-choice leaders. Notably, after our tool Notably, after having our tool shut down by Yelp and Google reviews, our team worked with Yelp to add a consumer notice to all CPCs, noting that they don't provide abortions. Also, our Gen Z for Choice fund raised over $2.4 million. I don't know if just in case. Yeah, I know. So like, if you go to Yelp right now, I won't do it so I don't freaking dox myself. Yelp. Let me see. And go to. Let's do. Oklahoma. Here. If you go to Yelp right now and you go to any crisis pregnancy center, like you'll see this that says consumer notice. This is a crisis pregnancy center. Crisis pregnancy centers do not offer abortions or referrals to abortion providers. This happened because of us directly. Like after we had our safer initiative that we had let me see if I can find a video talking about it. Let's see videos. Here, I'll just show Aiden talking about it.
I'm very proud of almost everything that Gen Z for Change does.
Your day job. This is so incredibly sick. Thank you. I appreciate it.
But I'm very proud of almost everything that Gen Z for Change does, but this is something that I'm especially proud of. So this is the Safer initiative, which we just launched, which kind of gives you like 5 ways that you can get involved to support abortion seekers. And one of the things is this code that spams the reviews for crisis pregnancy centers, which are kind of facilities that kind of mislead people into thinking that they're providing abortions when really they are going to trap them.
Yeah, so this is the code. Honestly, I don't even think it works right now because I think, Yelp shut us down a little bit. It also, I will also say that like Lena Khan made this illegal. You can't do this anymore. But we did it when it was not like expressly illegal. But you would open up this Google Colab notebook, which is just like a Juniper notebook where it just runs a bundle of code, and it would just pick a center. It will find a center, and it'll find the Yelp page for that center, and then it will post the review for that center saying, "Hey, just so you know, this is not a abortion clinic. This is a crisis pregnancy center. So if you go here, they do not offer abortion services." And it did that, and it posted, how much did it say? It doesn't say how many. It posted a lot of reviews, essentially. I could probably check. Am I tracking? I don't remember where my tracking is. I'm gonna be real. Maybe on my GitHub. Let's see. Row. I wonder if I have the list of fake clinics. I wonder if I can if I search one of these, I wonder if I can find one of the reviews that I made. Yelp. No, okay, I can't find one. What about this one? Let me check. Yelp. No, okay, I can't find it. I think they probably removed all of the reviews, but essentially, we sent a bunch of reviews that basically like put the review section say like, hey, this is not a abortion center, it's a crisis pregnancy center. And wait, can I? Let me check my main post. Okay, yeah, that's not there. Let me check my tracking. Do I have a tracking link? Tracking. Data tracking. Tracking. Oh, row. Okay. I found it. It's 26,800. We posted 26,800 reviews. I did find the tracking. It was in my GitHub. We posted 26,800 different reviews on all these crisis pregnancy centers. And then Yelp hit us up and was like, yo, let's set up a meeting. So then we set up a meeting with Yelp. With I think it was like the VP of public policy at Yelp. And they were like, you know, we understand what your concerns are. You know, we want to see a way that we can work together on this. And we were just like, okay. And we came up with like having a label on crisis pregnancy centers so that shows they're crisis pregnancy centers. And that's what Yelp ended up doing, essentially. So now if you ever go to a crisis pregnancy center on Yelp, they will tell you that this is not an abortion clinic, but it is a crisis pregnancy center. And that has come from us. Right, so just in case you were wondering, like if you look up abortion services and this showed up for you, you would know that it's not a abortion clinic. They do not provide abortion services. Gary's Luxury is King, thank you. But yeah, that's one of the things that I am also most proud of.
Them and try to convince them not to. And so what this does is a code, shout out Sean. Sean is amazing. That sends in reviews on Yelp and on Google to make it clear that these are not places.
Like here, like you could at the time you could see the reviews saying, "Warning: this facility does not help you. This is a crisis pregnancy center." Right?
Where you can get abortions. And
important, if you're seeking an abortion, do not come. You're like, yeah, you could see the reviews. What crisis pregnancy centers we're doing what's horrible. Thank you for making it harder for those centers to do evil.
Like here, this is not here to help you. Do not come here if you're seeking an abortion. And these provide a material benefit to abortion seekers. So that's one thing I'm very proud of.
So yeah. And so it's a bit harder to like find things like this to do nowadays. Cause like there's just so much wrong in the world, but we're trying. You know what I mean? We're trying. I'm trying, you know. That's my day job when I'm not streaming. Is I try to do some activism. But yeah. It's rough out here nowadays, bro. Like just imagine how much it sucks when you send like 200, 300 million emails to Congress at least, telling them to stop funding a genocide, and they're just like, no, we're just gonna keep doing it. You know what I mean? Like at that point, it's kind of hard not to feel jaded, to be like, is what I'm doing even worthwhile? You know what I mean? Is there worth in it if you send like hundreds of millions of emails towards Congress where like they are complaining internally that they can't even work because the emails are so bad that they're getting from like millions of people across the country, and like they still decide, yeah, we need to keep doing genocide because, you know, we want to, and they end up losing the election because of it. It's kind of hard to feel like, man, I super feel appreciative of what's going on in this country. You know what I mean? Shout out the Democrats. But I think that's how a lot of the nonprofit space feels now. Not just like me, not just us at Gen Z for Change, but like I feel like a lot of the space is very demoralized because it feels like we all organized to try to do something and it just didn't even matter. you know? But I don't know. You could at least always say that you tried versus never even attempting anything. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what Bernie is saying.
The multi-billionaires really want. What is their end game? In my opinion, what Musk and those around him are aggressively striving for is not novel, it is not complicated, and it is not new. It is what ruling classes throughout history have always wanted and have always believed is theirs by right. More power, more control, and more wealth. And they don't want ordinary people, that's you, and democracy getting in their way. They want it all. Elon Musk and his fellow oligarchs believe government and laws are simply an impediment to their interests and what they are entitled to. In pre-revolutionary America, before the 1770s, the ruling class governed through a doctrine called the divine rights of kings. The belief that the King of England was an agent of God and he was not to be questioned by mere mortals. In modern times, we no longer have the divine right of kings. What we now have is an ideology being pushed by the oligarchs, which says that as very, very wealthy people, often self-made, often as the masters of revolutionary new technology, it is their absolute right to rule. In other words,
it's literally exactly like what that Roblox guy said. You guys know what I'm talking about? The Roblox guy? Roblox employee? This guy. First employee at Roblox. Artist, software, games, math, engineering, poetry. Silicon Valley built the modern world. Why shouldn't we rule it? He's saying the quiet part out loud. Right? Silicon Valley built the modern world. Why shouldn't we rule it? Thank you, Mr. Roblox, for what you're saying there. I appreciate that. You know, explaining child labor.
Revolutionary new technology. It is.
Have we watched the Roblox video on the stream? I love the Roblox video. There's a very, very good Roblox video about from people make games. Whoa, wait. The games industry must not stay silent on Palestine? How did I not know he made this video? I don't know why it shows up as like graphic content, but like, that's sick. This video may contain graphic or violent imagery. Regardless, that's awesome. That is awesome. I love that. It's a 2-part video, I think. I like that. Anyway, they have a sick video on Roblox, or a sick series on Roblox. That we could also watch if you want to.
Content warning, in this video we will be displaying explicit messages that were sent to a minor, but we'll be giving you another warning before it happens. So, it's been a few months since People Make Games released our video titled How Roblox is Exploiting Young Game Developers. In it, we shone a light on how Roblox, which is today one of the largest video games in the world.
I mean, this is it's such a good video, bro. I think we watched it on stream already, like 2.5 years ago. Yeah.
Your detractors.
Wait, let me finish this one.
Their absolute right to rule. In other words, these modern day oligarchs are our kings. And it is not just power, it's incredible wealth that they have.
To see this video.
Today, Mr.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Please leave me alone, Roblox.
Musk is worth $402 billion. Zuckerberg is worth $252 billion. Bezos is worth $249 billion. With combined wealth of over
Shout out Mrs. Bezos for stealing half of his wealth. W.
$100 billion. These three people own more wealth than the bottom half of American society. Not surprisingly, since Trump was elected, their wealth has soared. Musk has become $138 billion richer. Zuckerberg has become $49 billion richer. And Bezos has become $28 billion richer, all since Election Day. Meanwhile, while the very rich become much richer, 60% of Americans live paycheck to paychecks. 85 million are uninsured or underinsured. 25% of seniors are trying to survive on $15,000 a year or less. 800,000 are homeless, and we have the highest rate of childhood poverty of almost any major country on earth. Do you think for 1 second that the oligarchs give a damn about working people? Trust me, they don't. Musk's decision to dismember USAID means that tens of thousands of the poorest people around the world will go hungry or die of preventable diseases. But it's not just abroad. Here in the United States, they will soon be going after the healthcare, nutrition, housing, and educational programs that protect the most vulnerable people in
Ray Rose, thank you for the 3-month resubscription. Much appreciated.
Our country, all so that Congress can provide huge tax breaks for them and their fellow billionaires. As modern-day kings who believe they have the absolute right to rule, they will sacrifice without hesitation the well-being of working people to protect their interests.
True.
Further, they will use...
I love Bernie. He yaps a lot. Yes, Bernie's not wrong. Because a radical oligarchy taking shape does not warrant a radical response from workers. They're not warranting a radical response from workers. I mean, yeah. But like, that's what we should be doing, right? While simultaneously trying to hold the Democrats' feet to the fire to give us time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we should like be holding Democrats accountable because we think they're going to do anything. Because they're not. They won't. The Democrats are not going to do anything. They're not going to save us. They're not going to fix anything, right? But the point about holding Democrats accountable is to pressure them to give us time to do the work. They're not going to do it, but like just hold the Republicans back just slightly for a second to give us time to organize in our workplaces, right? To join a union, to garner worker power so that hopefully at some time in the future, we can general strike when we have enough power, right? And in my personal opinion, like, you know, the hurricane, I don't know if it was the Teamsters, UAW, like a lot of unions are talking about 2028, like Amazon Labor Union, the ALU, talking about 2028 general strike. And like, I'm not a member of like a large union, so I can't speak on that specifically, whether or not like they're actually doing the work or not. It's hard for me to conceptualize something happening 3 years from now, like something radical happening to get from like 14% of private, private industry workers being in a union to something more substantial than that. If it even is 14%, I don't even know how much. 5.9%? Yeah, for the private sector, it's 5.9%, like less than 6%. For the public sector, it's 32%. If all those things take time to set up, 2028 feels way too late. It does, but like, I don't foresee it getting to a point where it has enough power in 2028, which is why we should have been doing this freaking years ago. We should have abandoned the Democratic Party years ago, right? When we found out Obama was lying about supporting and caring about the working class. you know? But I don't know. Only time will tell. Thick Five Terrence, thank you for the tier 1. Bro, where's my alert sound? I don't hear anything. Did I break my alert box? I hear something sometimes, but not all the time.
Spending bill, March 14th deadline to try to rein him in.
Look, here's the bottom line. The Republicans are already shutting down good chunks of the government. Democrats don't want to shut down, but it's in Republicans' hands. It's up to them. Yes, yes.
Will you push for language in legislation to expressly protect USAID or CFPB?
As I said, the bottom line on this is that the Republicans are in charge, and we don't want to shut down, and it's up to them. But in terms of trying to get in the appropriations bills, undoing lots of the many things that they've done that are wrong, yes, we're certainly going to make an effort to do that. Yes.
I understand the Democrats' concerns about going around the legislative branch or with DOGE and what Mr. Musk is doing. But politically, have Democrats not tuned in to what the public is saying? They like the idea that the president is doing these cuts. Is that tone deaf politically, regardless of what you think of the
bottom line is simple. Everyone knows there's waste in government and should be cut, but DOGE is using a meat axe, and they're cutting things that are efficient and effective. I was in Albany and Syracuse on Monday talking at community health centers. Many of them have had their funds cut temporarily, some even...
Yo, are y'all seeing the... Are y'all seeing the alerts pop up at all? I don't even see any alerts either. No? What's wrong with it? Did I break it? Let me test something out. When you crashed? But I didn't. Okay, let me test it. Let me test the follower. Yeah, no, it's not showing up. Let's refresh the cache. Shut it down. Turn it back on. Okay. Wait. No. Okay. What if I copy overlay and I paste the overlay back? Here, save. Willpower, thank you for the gifted sub. Why is it not working? Emulate. Okay, what if I delete this? Delete our box. Add again. New browser source. Sure, add this one. Save. What if I open a new tab? And then I go. No, it's not working. It's just straight up broken. Huh. I don't know. Look at elements. I go here. I copy URL. Okay. Now, let's attempt to test it. I don't know why it broke. I might have to just be fine without it today.
Hasn't been restored yet. And they're the most efficient healthcare providers around. Take AID. Maybe there's some programs they don't like. But most people agree that PEPFAR was extremely effective and cost-effective. Most people would want to see us continue our fight in Central Africa against Ebola so it doesn't come here. And so the bottom line is very simple. Okay? If you want to make cuts, then you do it through a debate in Congress, not lawlessly by just implementing them. We want waste. We want to make sure waste isn't done. But they're cutting.
We want waste? Why would you say that?
Implementing them. We want waste. We want to make sure waste isn't done. But they're cutting out the meat that's going to hurt millions of American families, tens of millions. And when they learn that, when veterans see they're not getting their benefits, when people on Medicaid see that they're getting cut, when all of these things happen, the American people are saying that's not what Donald Trump campaigned on. Nope, that lady over there. I always like to call you.
Okay, you have some Democratic senators saying that DOJ shouldn't be in the federal agencies. Then you have others like Senator Markey and House Democrats. They had a press conference today saying DOJ should be cutting the Pentagon budget. Are you guys all on the same page? And what can you do?
We are on the same page. It ought to be done through the Congress and lawfully, not by just an agency coming in and cutting. That's unlawful. The overwhelming majority of courts have said it's unlawful thus far, and that's how it ought to be done. We have rule of law, we have separation of powers. I've never seen it violated on such a massive scale, and that's why the courts are undoing lots of it in the temporary hearings.
He's so old. Does cut your notifications? I guess we can't afford it anymore. I guess it was waste.
Mr. Musk.
I have to what?
Including a lot of Democrats.
I have detractors?
You do, sir.
I don't believe it.
Say that your orchestra.
Is that his child? Literally, he's using his child as like a human shield. Like, I don't think he's going to be attacked in the Oval Office, but him just parading around with his child, like,
Demonstrating a hostile takeover of government and doing it in a non-transparent way. What's your response to that criticism?
Well, first of all, you couldn't ask for a stronger mandate from the public. The people voted for major government reform. There should be no doubt about that. That was on the campaign. The president spoke about that at every rally.
Yeah, but they didn't elect you, bro. Shout out her child worried about some Twitter dogs. That's crazy. This is why you're be careful who you have a baby with, because like they may be a racist Nazi South African who's using your child as a human shield. Lil X was very polite. Lil X? Oh, that's like the X23AZ URL person. Is that child? Yeah, that's okay. That's abuse. Why are we doing this? You raised him well. He was so cute when he told Donald J. Trump, "Please forgive me, I need to pee." How am I supposed to pronounce this? XAE12? X. How do you read? Whatever. No, I don't care. I stopped caring.
People voted for major government reform, and that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for.
Mr. Musk, the White House says that you will identify and excuse yourself from any conflicts of interest. Does that mean that you are in effect policing yourself? What are the checks and balances that are in place to ensure that there is accountability and transparency?
Well, we actually are trying to be as transparent as possible. In fact, our actions, we post our actions to the Doge handle on X and to the Doge website. So all of our actions are maximally transparent. In fact, I don't think there's been, I don't know of a case where an organization has been more transparent than the Doge organization. And I fully expect to be scrutinized and get a daily proctology exam, basically. Might as well just camp out there. So it's not like I think I can get away with something. I'll be scrutinized nonstop.
And if we thought that, we would not let him do that segment or look in that area if we thought there was a lack of transparency or a conflict of interest. And we watch that also.
If a judge does block one of your policies, part of your agenda, will you abide by that ruling? Will you comply
Well, I
with that
always
order?
abide by the courts, and then I'll have to appeal it. But then what he's done is he's slowed down the momentum. And it gives crooked people more time to cover up the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is...
Is it snowing in D.C. or not?
I always abide by the courts, always abide by them, and will appeal.
What are the chances to get arrested in 4 years? 0%. 0%. They should have arrested him, throw him in jail years ago. If 4 inches of snow last night, it's pretty good snow. So yeah, man, we are kind of cooked in this country, bro. We're kind of cooked in this country. I kind of want to keep these people's videos open. I want to watch them later on. Covered this. Don't show me that. What does this even say? Well done, everyone. You've gaslit yourself. Everybody, well done, everyone. You've gaslit yourselves, and everyone that people actually listen to this shit just to see someone else fall. Bro, he types like he talks, bro. Well done, everyone. You've gaslit yourselves, and everyone that people actually listen to this shit just to see someone else fall. It's unfortunate none of the Spotify bots attended the show, though. It looked pretty quiet this year. The jokes write themselves.
Dude, Kendrick is such a good performer, though. Kendrick is such a good performer. He goes hard. Dude, he could do any sort of incohesive dance. With his confidence, he's pulling off of.
And the next we programmed him.
Kendrick is such a good performer, though.
I need a Max Ween. I need a Max Ween. Google said, "I've Max." Yes, I checked Google Maps. It says Gulf of America. Checked it yesterday.
I know a lot of people who listen to this program have probably contacted their representatives. Richie Torres from New York says, "I reject and resent the implication that congressional Democrats are simply standing by passively." I want you to call him right now. And here's his numbers.
202-225-4361 for the DC number, and for the Bronx, 718-503-9610.
And apologize for asking the Democrats to do something more. They have no leverage. And you're asking them to do stuff.
Fact and call, you can use asterisks to open source PBX. I'll look into it.
Elections have consequences, and Richie Torres was hoping that consequence was a vacation or something.
He's doing the best he can. He resents it.
I resent you people.
He resents the voters. Now
Pretty on
you
the
go
nose.
and call and apologize to him right now.
Congressman Torres' office, how may I help you?
Oh, they sound so sad. They sound so done. They sound so done.
Congressman Torres' office, how may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to leave a message for the congressperson, if that's available right now.
Okay.
Okay. Could you let the congressperson know that I'm really sorry that people calling him has been getting in the way of him defending an apartheid state and spending most of his time doxing Twitch streamers and clip chimping people online instead of, worrying about the people who are in poverty in his district?
I think I'm misunderstanding what you said, but I'll go ahead and relay the message.
Okay, thank you very much.
She's not relaying the message, bro.
Oh.
Asking the Dem.
She is not relaying the message, for being real. But yeah, honestly, okay. I've talked to staffers who work the phones for these representatives. They get a lot of calls. I will say, don't yell at them. Don't like scream at them on the phone. Like if they're not the people making the decisions. But do call them and do leave their leave a message. Can send them a song. You can legitimately do or say kind of whatever. Like it's their job to listen to you as their constituents, but don't be mean to them. They are just staffers. But like make their jobs difficult. You know what I mean? Because if they get done enough, they will either quit or they will talk to their boss about being better. You know what I mean? Can you FOIA whether or not they relayed the message or not? Unless you say like, or unless you like, you can FOIA whether or not you send a message and they like receive it, like if it's a fax or if it's a letter. But they could probably just say that they've verbally gave the message. So I don't think that would work because like they could also just verbally drop the message. My rep ignored my request and then signed me up for his newsletter. I'm definitely going to be either rocking for his challenger next primary. Call him again.
This is Ted Cruz. Thank you for calling my Washington, D.C. office.
Hi, I'm an Arab American woman, and it's not fair that Ted Cruz doesn't want me to get an abortion here in Texas, but he does want Arab babies to die in Palestine.
Okay.
Isn't that hypocritical?
Staffers, we do not give our opinions that we have.
Isn't funding the bombing of babies in hospitals the same thing as funding Planned Parenthood?
I would not say those are the same things, no, man. I understand.
No, that's an opinion. That's an opinion. He gave an opinion. Mods, get him. Mods, rip his arms off. Mods, he gave an opinion. That was an opinion. That was an opinion. Got him. Confirmed.
Were you referring to children there and babies are dying over there, but...
Maybe there could be like a flash sale for Arab women, like until there's a ceasefire in Gaza, abortions are on the house.
Is Gaza, I'm not sure, is it Gaza a person or place?
He's cool with killing thousands of babies over there, and I can't take out just one here.
Yeah, well, that's a question that I can share with us in an interview, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's their job. You know what I mean? This is their job. They get paid to do this. And again, I'll say, don't harass them on the phone. Like, they do get yelled at a lot by like older people who think that they deserve to talk to like the representative which honestly, maybe they do. Maybe as a constituent, you do deserve that. But like, yeah, like you know, boomers who are like, who are, we just watched it. I clicked your link the first time and we watched it like almost immediately. We literally just watched it. I clicked off. That's crazy. You just sent the link in here and you clicked off. You didn't even see if I waited. You didn't even wait to see if I clicked the link first. It's wild, chatter. That's wild. You could have stayed 10 seconds before I waited. I'm not gonna ban them. That's kind of funny. Yeah, you can just check the VOD. Check the VOD. You can you'll see my reaction. Anyway, yeah, I would say like you have a lot of people who are like screaming at staffers saying, put Ted Cruz on the phone, put him on the phone now. Like, I don't scream at them, but like, you know, ask them questions, you know, about who they're working for. See what they say. Get your voice out there. You know? And I still want to find out a way to programmatically do that. Imagine, and I will say, I think for what I talked to staffers about, I think if you don't identify yourself as a constituent, they don't have to pass along your message. So they may say, I'll pass along your message, but if you're not like a constituent of theirs, I don't think they have to do it. You know what I mean? It's like they won't like ask you your address or whatever, but like they might ask you like your zip code, or if you're calling, say, hi, I'm your constituent. I live in this zip code. You know, maybe I voted for you last time. Just identify yourself as a constituent and then ask them to, you know, pass along a message or whatever. If you want your message to go through. If your job is just to like gum up their phone lines, then just, you know, just say whatever. Read the B-movie script for all I care. But yeah. Analysis: how Democrats were tricked into believing the economy was strong. Writes former U.S. Comptroller Eugene Ludwig. He's always there. He's like a specter. Voters right about the economy. The data was wrong. Oh, wow. What? Isn't that crazy? It's almost like material reality supersedes whatever metrics you use to talk about how great the economy is. If only there were people who were saying that forever. Oh, wait, it's me. I think I've seen something similar, looking to waste spam callers' time, so it's within the realm of possibility. I mean, like Kid Boga has a whole stream where he does that, but he does that automatically. Well, we'll see. I think there's a way. So if I can, my problem is not that it can't be done. My problem is I want it to be done for free, because I'm cheap and I'm cheap. So I could like buy a batch of numbers from like Twilio or whatever, and just cycle through those numbers, calling a bunch of people programmatically, but like, you know what I mean? It costs money because I have to buy stuff. For presidential election, many Democrats were puzzled by the seeming disconnect between economic reality as it reflected in various government statistics and public perception of the economy on the ground. Many in Washington bristled at the public failure to register how strong the economy really was. They charged that right-wing echo chamber that were coming into believing the entirely preposterous narrative about the America's decline. What they really considered was that whether or not something else might be responsible for the disconnect, whether, for instance, the government statistics were fundamentally flawed. What if members supporting the case for a broad-based prosperity were themselves misrepresentations? What if, in fact, the darker assessments of the economy were more authentically tethered to reality? On some level, I rely on underlying frustrations. Having served as a comptroller of the currency in the 1990s, I spent substantial chunks of my career exploring the gaps between public perception and economic reality, particularly in the forms of finance. Many of the officials I've befriended and those advisors in the last quarter century, members of the Federal Reserve, those running regulatory agencies, and leaders in Congress, have told me that they consider it their responsibility to set public opinion aside and deal with the economy as it exists by the hard numbers. For them, government statistics are thought to be as reliable as solid facts. In recent years, however, my focus has broadened beyond finance into economy as a whole. The disconnect between hard government numbers and the popular perception has spurred me to question that faith. I've not had the benefit of living in two realities I've had the benefit of living in two realities that seem rarely to intersect. One in Washington insider, the other as an advisor to lenders and investors across the country. Toggling between the two has led me to be increasingly skeptical that the government measures properly capture the realities of defining unemployment, wage growth, and the strength of the economy as a whole. And this goes on for a while. I'm not gonna read all of it, but yeah, that's the long and short of it. Eugene Ludwig, chair of the Ludwig Institute for Shared Economic Prosperity. Ludwig. Also, Willpower, thank you for the gifted sub as well. I don't know if I get thank you for both of those subs. Also, Thick Thigh Terror, thank you for the tier 1 as well. Jeez Louise. Anyway, I think this is a good place to call this section of the stream. I talked about a lot. Whatever, I'll take it. I'm back. Take it easy on me. You too, as well. But I want to play. I want to play one game of League of Legends. Just one. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong? Your hair's escaping? Yeah, it's getting out of here. So it's a mess. It started out better earlier today, but like, it's a mess right now. I didn't hear it was crazy like that. Yeah, this is what it looks like when it's not in its things. Oh, okay. I did promise I would show you guys how I would do one of my twists. And I'll do one of my twists. I'll do one of them. How about that? I'll do that and then we'll end the stream. And then I'll play League of Legends on my own because you guys are haters, okay? So that's what I'll say. I will say also that I have to end YouTube stream if it's still running, if I remember it's running. It's running. So I can